Sir Srinath charging notice. It page पे cover हो Srinath
నేను పోస్ట్ చేస్తాను గ్రూప్లో చేశాను చేశాను
geography optional document దాని కింద యూట్యూబ్ లింక్ కింద క్రియేటెడ్ చేసి So hello everyone, good morning. Welcome to the orientation session. So despite of heavy rains in Hyderabad, few people are struck, so they can follow us online. And if any further queries, you can contact to the given details. Clear? So first of all, regards with geography and all for UPSC preparation, what is the main motto of optional? What UPSC is expecting from optional, any optional, not only geography, is to have somewhat deeper content in that. Clear? So how we can enhance it, analyze it, and how greatly we can read it, because UPSC wants to give aspirant a chance that he can prove in his interested subject with greater marks. According to me, I can divide GS and optional into two particular considerations. GS is knowing something about everything. Optional is knowing everything about something. Knowing everything about something. Matlab, like this GS is breadth, optional is depth. This is how you have to calculate and differentiate between GS and optional. And in this particular consideration, whenever we try to read this particular optional context, we have to pinpointly read every point of corner regarding with it, because we have to have at least a 200 word content regarding with the every topic and every subtopic. Then only we would be in a position to write an answer in UPSC optional. Are you getting this? So coming to the optional choosing point, any optional when an aspirant has to choose, he has to choose on 5 considerations. Consideration 1, self-interest, the most important one. It's not like he is relying upon his friend's optional, or he is relying upon the market analysis, or he is relying upon last time what is the all India rank one's optional. General ga market lo emavutadante, what is all India rank one have took, we would take that particular optional. That is not the trend. You have to first have self interest in it. Second, right mentor available for it. The mentor can be a faculty, senior, friend, parent, anyone. Because the mentor has to hold your hand and show your mistakes so that wherever you go further, it won't be a difficulty for you. He has to show you the right path accordingly. So, right mentor available for your optional subject is very crucial. Third thing, material available in the market. Many people randomly say some random subjects as optional. But is the material for that particular subject available for us or not? This is what we have to give a focus point. Fourth thing, role of that optional in prelims. Are the questions coming high in prelims from that optional, and in mains, and in personality test? Are these particular optional elements helping us to crack prelims, giving us the benefit extra edge to crack prelims? And to crack mains, is that particular optional essential for us or not? And in personality test, does this optional give a extra edge to me? And once you enter into administration, once you get selected, how am you going to use the optional knowledge in implementing effective policies or in implementing various programs in your district? This is what you have to check. Last but not the least, suiting your character. Because every optional doesn't suit every character. Like, let's say some might have love on society, love to learn regarding with what is happening in the society, like love to learn about the marriage system, love to know about the societal influence, kinship, globalization impact on culture. So for those people it would be sociology, which would suit their character. But those people who want to study about the climate, or some landform mineral resource distribution, or study about rural and urban settlement patterns, problems of urbanization, or problems of rural areas, environmental issues like global warming, climate change. If they are interested in learning those topics, geography suits them. If few people love in learning about politics of India, dynamics of India, how elections would be conducted, what is society determined about, how these politics are derived, what happens within a multi-party democracy, what happens in a mono-party democracy. So people who have that interest in that politics, relations, affairs, they can take up PSR. But people who want to learn evolution of the human, why human is behaving in this particular manner, what is the trait behind him, for them anthropology suits. So it depends entirely on the character. It does not depend on the first four too. The first four comes next. It is the first thing which an aspirant has to think, that if I take this particular optional, would it suit my character or not? Would it suit my character or not? This is the basic thing which an aspirant has to think. Then he has to dive into that optional. And once he dives, he has to stick with that particular optional until it finishes. Once, generally what aspirants do is they take an optional, within 1 month again they convert. I have seen very on and often that students generally change or shift their options very on and often, but that is not great. Think before you start, but once you start, don't think. This is what my agenda is. Clear? And coming to the geography optional. Geography optional has benefits as well as positives as well as negatives. First, let's discuss the positive side of the geography. First of all, the subject is lively, like you can see it with your naked eye. If I am saying it as volcanism, I can show you the live video of volcanism. If I'm saying about earthquakes, I can show you the impact created by the earthquake, or tsunami, flood, drought, agricultural crop, or speaking about landform or settlement pattern, rural or urban. I can show it to you. So this particular subject is very lively in nature, very lively in nature. This is an extra edge which aspirants get in relation with other subjects, because in other subjects generally there is no lively part, but in geography you can enjoy this particular benefit. One is lively, second is high scoring. In geography optional, you can target 330 plus, because here you are not going to share any of your opinions. Generally in optional they would ask their opinions, in GS they would ask their opinion, but in optional you are not going to write any opinion point of view. Whatever the geomorphologist, whatever the climatologist have said, you are just going to implement the same knowledge. That's why you will write according to Alfred Wegener, according to Davis and Pink, according to Pelter, according to Morgan. So you would be writing what they have said perfectly. So content will not change. It is not much dynamic in nature. But in examples, if you want, you can add contemporary nature of example. But most probably, if you are writing correct in a structured way, you can target this particular 330 as such. This is one beauty of geography. Third beauty is contemporary issues can be added as case studies, like Wayanad landslide issue. Wayanad landslide issue, Himalayan cloudburst issue, Himalayan flash floods. Right now, Hyderabad is experiencing urban flooding. Yes or no? And Bangalore water crisis. You know? So these kind of contemporary aspects, you can write it as a case study in it. So when you are writing these particular case studies, examiner will be impressed, and by writing these particular exam things in your answer writing, you are going to score more than what you are expecting. Generally, if you are expecting some 50 percentage, if you are writing these particular contemporary issues as an example or a case study, you will get that extra edge of 1 or 1.5 marks to your answer. So this live nature you can't find in any other optional subject in regard. That's why contemporary issues are also going to play a crucial role. And the next benefit of geography is, in prelims, approximately if you check the past 10 years paper, 35 questions out of 100 are coming in the preliminary examination. This year in 2024, 29 direct questions and 21 indirect questions have come, total 15 whole. The reason behind it is, this preliminary examination is also common for Indian Forest Service officers. That's why they have to have the enhanced knowledge of this particular segment. They generally tend to pose major questions from geography, agriculture, disaster management, and environment. That's where in preliminary examination you can clear it very easily if you are preparing it in a structured way. Second, coming to the mains segment. In mains, totally you can cover half of the entire mains syllabus with geography alone. Like the entire mains total is 1750, right? In this you can cover 875 marks out of this 1750. If you want to segregate and divide me, 500 you will be covering it in optional, 125 at least one essay comes from these blocks of optional, and 110 in GS paper 1, 100 in GS paper 3 related with agriculture, disaster management, environment, and 40 marker somewhere around in GS 2 and 4, where you will find case studies or where you will find international relations. If you are supposed to write the relations between Ukraine and Russia, Israel and Palestine, India Pakistan border issues, इसके ऊपर अगर लिखना है, तो obviously you have to have some geography essence of knowledge. Are you getting this point? So total this becomes 875, which is 50 percentage of your mains coverage. This is what the logic behind 50 percentage is. Clear? It means by reading geography optional alone, half of the mains syllabus you are grabbing into your domain, and rest 875 you can cover it reading the rest all GS subjects. So by reading geography optional you alone cover 875. By reading ethics, rest of the history, polity, economy, science and technology, and society, governance, you would be covering 875. This is what the fetching which is there with geography optional. And coming to the personality test, whenever we shall be having the personality test, you would be asked some or the other question related with the geography inward or the geography from where you come. If you are from Vishakhapatnam, they would be asking you a question: what are the geographical problems which Vishakhapatnam is facing? So for them to be answered, you have to have a greater knowledge of geography. Are you getting this point? So preliminary, mains examination, personality test, and rest of the objects, geography optional is going to play a very crucial role. Very crucial role. Lively, high scoring interpretation can be happened very easily. Syllabus is straightforward. Material is available in the market. Clear? There are high benefits in this particular segment, but market has given a separate statement to this. Geography optional is tough. Geography is optional is not tough, rather it is bit lengthy in relation with the rest of the optionals. Geography optional has 10% excess syllabus for sure. When you compare with the rest of the optionals, if they are having 100 percentage of syllabus, geography optional has 10% excess syllabus. This is for sure. No doubt at all. Here I am not sitting just to camouflage you or manipulate you, saying that geography optional syllabus easy. It is bit 10% excess. But this 10% excess, we can cover it by interlinking paper 1 and paper 2. So by interlinking these particular two segments, we can cover this particular 10% excess syllabus very effectively. So people who are sitting live, any doubts which you have, you can just drop in the live chat session so that I would be discussing those particular doubts along with the doubts which people would be asking from online. Clear? And 10% excess syllabus will give you more brainstorming. It's not like you are going to take time consuming portion for reading 10% of excess syllabus. By interpretation and integration of paper 1 and paper 2, you will be benefited for sure. So by reading the 10% excess syllabus, obviously it is going to give a fetch in prelims, going to give a fetch in mains, going to give a fetch in personality test. So reading excess 10% syllabus, I don't feel like it is more burden part on the student that he is unable to tackle this particular segment. He can tackle this very effectively. Are you getting this point, everyone? The only negative which market says as such, which I never felt, that is excess syllabus. You know, and people come up with their own theories, controversial theories like geography optional is stuff. In Hyderabad market, generally what happened is there never existed a geography optional faculty. Only few, one or two people have existed whom now have in this particular retirement stage. So వాళ్ళంతా retirement stage లో ఉన్నారు. Now there is no perfect person, no perfect person who can deal geography optional. So what market would be doing is, to get their enhancement, they will throw stones on geography optional. Then a geography optional acha nahi. So whatever optional they would be having, they generally tend to praise that particular optional. So that is not that great, right? It depends upon student's caliber, student's character, that which optional he would be choosing and deciding. Are you getting this point, everyone? Clear with this? And Money has asked one good question. Sir, does the syllabus is fixed in all years? Are changes as current affairs are changing? Syllabus is fixed since 1994. Since 1990, when the geography optional has been introduced, syllabus has been fixed. Don't No need to worry. Exact the same syllabus, same concept. The way of asking question would be different. That's it. Apart from that, you won't find any changes. But for your value addition, you have to add contemporary issues, as I have said. When you add contemporary issues, right? If they're asking question regarding with what is landslide, and discuss why Himalayas experiences more landslides in relation with the Western Ghats. If you are adding this Wayanad landslide into your answer, that becomes a case study and contemporary example, which is going to give you more marks as such. Are you getting this point? And to get out the benefit of the optional, as I've said, if we integrate paper 1 and paper 2, we can take the benefit out of it. So what I have divided is totally in geography optional syllabus, geography optional syllabus, which is there, syllabus chat lo. And geography optional syllabus, if you are considering, totally paper 1 part A, you have 5 chapters: geomorphology, climatology, oceanography, biogeography, and environment geography. So we have these particular 5 chapters in paper 1 part A. And part B, you can download the syllabus from the UPSC website, or you will be uploaded beneath this particular video where you can download it. Clear? And in the live chat also you would be getting this particular syllabus copy. Please try to check it out. In part B, we have perspectives of human geography, economic geography, population and settlement geography, regional planning, models, laws, and theories. So these are the 5 chapters which are present in part B of the geography syllabus. Are you getting this point, everyone? Now, if you see paper 2, if you see in the paper 2, part A, we again have 5 chapters, which includes physical setting. Paper 2 completely is Indian geography. This is generally the applied portion of the geography. The knowledge which you get in paper 1, you have to apply here. Physical setting, resources, agriculture, industries, transportation, communication, and trade. This is part A. And in part B, we have cultural setting, regional planning and development, settlements, political geography, the border disputes and the international border disputes, contemporary issues. These are the next 5 in part B. So totally you are having these particular 20. Totally we are having 20 chapters. 20 chapters in this particular regard. If you see some of the chapters, you might have already covered in your GS. If you have already done with your GS, you are done with your GS. Acha, old student in which batch? Acha, you are part of the B9. So you have done with the general studies. Okay. So people who are sitting live, they can calculate two interesting things here. Interesting thing is, if you already did your GS, these become easy. Point number one. If you already do this, GS becomes easy. For people who have done with their particular general studies, this is appearing easy now. Few of the elements have been covered. You have covered geomorphology, climate, oceanography in your geography aspect, physical setting, you might have covered agriculture. All these segments you might have covered. But people who did not finish up their general studies, who are yet to finish it, what happens is once they learn geography optional, GS geography becomes easy. There is two-sided line. People who already finished take the benefit of geography optional by understanding this very effectively. People who could not finish their GS yet, starting with geography optional, once they are doing geography optional, GS appears very easy for them. So there is two sidelinal theory which you have to focus. My suggestion is people, there is a correlation of 50 percentage of GS geography syllabus in optional. In optional, 50 percentage of coverage of GS syllabus, that would be giving you an extra fetch. Are you getting this point? How you would be getting benefited? So what I have did is, for the benefit of the students, rather than dealing in a sequential order, I have designed one structured way of teaching methodology, which I can say, which I generally use. And this particular structured methodology, I am going to deal it with you. So what we can do is, I am going to integrate paper 1 and paper 2. As I have said, right, excess syllabus of 10% which is there, that can be counteracted accordingly. So paper 1 and paper 2 now I will integrate. You have to have the clear cut idea so that you won't face difficulties while you are learning and reading the things. Okay. Now, I have divided the entire course into blocks because I believe in blocks, not in chapters or units. First block is physical geography plus Indian physical setting plus Indian physical setting. Are you getting this point? Entire physical geography, geomorphology, climate, oceanography, biogeography, environmental geography, and first chapter of paper 2 clubbed together. I am referring it to as physical geography. So this is block number 1 covering 6 chapters, the most important of all the blocks. Are you getting this point? This is where we can start up our preparation in general. Beauty of geography is you can start geography anywhere. You can start it from geomorphology, you can start it from climatology, you can start it from oceanography. Beauty of geography lies in that if you are skipping, let's say, on emergency, you might have missed geomorphology classes. Now you have come, sat in climatology. You will understand climatology very easily. There is no essence of backdrop understanding for it. But if there is sequence, that is good. Are you getting this point? So second block is economic geography. The second block which we would be dealing in our course is economic geography. Clear? So in economic geography, if you could see, we have economic geography here in part B of paper 1, and we have here how many chapters totally? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you getting this point? If you could see, which covers economic geography plus resources plus agriculture component plus industries plus transportation. Yes or no? So how many chapters it is covering? Paper 1 and paper 2 integration. This is also paper 1 plus paper 2. This is also paper 1 plus paper 2. Total 5 chapters, right? Total 5 chapters. Clear? This is block number 2. If you are missing physical geography, you can come directly sit in economic geography. There is no issue. Are you getting this point? So this is block number 2, which generally we would be dealing up with. Are you getting this point? So almost how many chapters have been covered? 11. More than half of the syllabus have been covered with these two blocks, which you might have already learnt in your GS or will be learning in GS. So these two blocks have direct connection with the GS. Almost 50 percentage, I have said, right? Almost 50 percentage of the syllabus is correlating with the general studies aspect. Are you getting this point, everyone? Next, third. Yes, money footballer. I will suggest you the standard books at the last. Please hold on until the last. I can't discuss the resources in between. Sunil Kumar, I'm interested in choosing the geography optional, sir, but I'm not understanding the subject, sir. Please suggest, sir. You can choose geography optional when it suits your character. When you want to learn about flooding, drought, agricultural issues, you know, why clouds are being formed, how mountains are being built. Again, it depends completely on the self assessment. Is your character setting to it or not? For example, my character doesn't allow me to take sociology as optional. Why? Because I can't take an in between path. I will be extreme on both ends, like geographer. Are you getting this point? So, for sociology, opinion formation is very important. For geography, memory and understanding is very important. So, there is a huge difference between both. So, it depends upon is your character suiting to that particular optional or not. And everyone who are sitting live in the live chat session, the file has been uploaded regarding with the geography syllabus. Please, you can download it from that particular live chat segment. Are you getting this? Now, coming to the rest of the blocks, the rest 40 percentage of the syllabus which we are speaking about with population and settlement geography in paper 1 plus cultural setting plus settlements in paper 2. These two are present in paper 2. This is block number 3, including how many chapters? 1, 2, 3. So this block is bit easier in relation with the above two blocks. This block becomes bit easier to you. And next comes block number 5, regional planning plus regional development and planning. Regional planning and regional development and planning. This has 2 chapters included. See, I am following the sequence of more significant aspects to the lower addition of significance. Are you getting this point? The blog designing way is in that way that we can start up this particular segment anywhere. You can join here, join here, join here, join here. Every month we would be having cyclical batches. So if you are missing this, you first finish these particular blocks. Again, the cycle when it starts, you can listen to this. So I want students not to waste their time and end up to December and start their optional preparation in December. That's why we have designed the cycle pattern of the syllabus in that way, so that whenever student takes an entry point, he has to run the horse. Again, there is no waiting period for him. Like if you are entering now, let's say you will enter in physical geography, you are entering in October, you will enter in economic geography. November you will enter here, November. December you will enter again in physical geography. Are you getting this point? So why to waste student time? If he is willing to take the optional now, let him join in the month of September dealing this, and at the last this. Are you getting this point? And fifth block, the last block includes models, laws, theories, plus perspectives plus political geography. This block we have put it at the last. Why? Because in this model laws and theories, you will cover few models here, few models here, few models here, few models here. Almost models would be done. The left out models you would be dealing at the last. That's why I have put at the last. And perspectives I have put at the last because for understanding the geography, your methodology is very important. So after you deal with the rest, all above, you will understand what is the perception which has been built on geography optional. Then at the last, you will be in a position. हाँ ठीक है भाई perspectives में समझ में आ गया. Either this has to be dealt first or this has to be dealt last. Initially, you have to develop the perspective or at the last. Are you getting this? And political geography is nothing but application of models, laws, and theories. As I've said, India-China water disputes, India-China border disputes, water disputes, Brahmaputra river ke upar, they're constructing the dam. Indus Water Treaty 1960 between India and Pakistan, Ganga water dispute between India and Bangladesh, regional state disputes, all the political interstate disputes, interstate water disputes, Kaveri water disputes, all these come under that political geography. We have missed one chapter. What is it? Out of all, contemporary issues. This contemporary issues is not a specific block which has to be dealt. Contemporary issue is a block which has to be dealt along with the all blocks. You have to add on. This is an addition every day. Now Wayanad has landslide. Tomorrow, what we know? In some regions of Mahabaleshwar, we might have landslide. In some regions of Himalayas, we might have landslide. So contemporary issues continuously goes on. You have to follow the contemporary issues until you crack this examination. Are you getting this task? And along with that, the most important thing for the geography is mapping. Mapping runs daily. Mapping shall run daily. Every day I would be giving you 2 points in India. You have to mark it in Indian map and write 2 lines regarding with it and come. Are you getting this point? So everyday mapping, in between when the concept arises mapping, at the end of the course mapping. So mapping separate lectures would be taken and special concentration would be given. Are you getting this point? People who are live, understood this? When you integrate, now the 20 chapters have been built into 5 blocks. 5 blocks, right? Now you take an entry point here, entry point here, entry point here, entry point here, entry point here. Are you getting this point? If you are taking entry point, you will take here. If you are taking entry point in October, you will take here. November, you will take here. December, you will take here. Again, this starts in January. So, rather than to wait for the fresh cycle, my suggestion is you start up this anywhere. If you are coming in October, let's say, you take and finish off these 4, and at the end, you can finish physical geography. This is what my scope is. Because what students do is they waste the time for the next batch to arrive. It means these 4 months they are wasting their particular time, and there shall be huge dilution in their mind. What to take, what not to take. They would be getting many responses from the market. So my suggestion is you can start up the entry point at any point of consideration. Have you understood the blocks? Next, coming to the course details at Ekam. Course details regarding with the optional at Ekam IS Academy. Let me give you a brief detail how the classes run, how the course would be running. Classes would be from Monday to Friday. Every day from 7 to 9:30 a.m. Fixed slot, no change in the slot. In any case of emergency, in between, like if we are having heavy rainfalls on any emergency cases, if it is cancelled, we shall be using these particular reserve days. So not to waste the time of an aspirant. Let's say I am not feeling good. I have skipped the Thursday. So I have wasted your time. I have to be accountable, credible to you. So for that, I will engage some Saturday or Sunday session. And slot of saturation, clear, a base thing, so that the week schedule which is there, that can be prepared very effectively. This is point number one. Every day, mentoring of students. This is beauty of this geography optional. This I have designed it personally because I have faced many issues during my preparation. Faculty used to come, teach, go away. We used to write the test, get the feedbacks. This is not how UPSC is cracked. We have to have a tracking progress of the students. It means faculty has to speak with the student or student has to come and speak with the faculty. For that, we have to add a dedicated time. So every day, 6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. or 7:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. every day, we would be dividing. Let's say we have some 40 students. Okay, we divide 8 each batch. 8 each batch. Okay, and these particular 8 people would be given certain day and given the batch details like batch 1, batch 2, batch 3. Batch 1 on Monday, batch 2 Tuesday, batch 3 Wednesday, batch 4 Thursday, batch 5 Friday. They would be coming to us to speak what they have understood, and they won't come with empty hands. They will bring their answer sheets which they have written in the last weekend, and I will be correcting it live in front of him and asking him, what are you understanding the content? Where you are facing difficulties? Is it in English? Is it in the language? Is it in the communication? Is it in the vocabulary? Is it in the current issue? Is it in the structure of answer writing? Then on basis of his answers, I will be giving him certain solutions to follow. So to improve his particular geography enhancement knowledge. This is most important point in geography optional. And these times which are there, this I have given it now, but they are flexible to changes. You know, so we can't sit in a system with complete fixed time. 6:30 आएगा तो आएगा. If students are having class at the time, other classes might be general studies or might be a current affair lecture, I can't be rigid on them. You skip the GS class and come. Or I might be having a class. So on that particular terms and basis, it is subjected to change. But timing would be changed. Mentoring won't change. Mentoring would be there. You should come to mentoring. If you are not coming in any emergency, you have to prior intimate. Otherwise, one chance, two chance, three chances would be given. You would be eliminated from geography optional admission directly on the day whenever you are showing irresponse. In these conditions, I am very strict and rigid. मेरे से बात करना है, if you want to speak, I am very flexible. You can ask me any nonsense in the world. I'm ready to answer. I have lots of patience. But classes should be regular. Mentoring should be regular. If you are following classes and mentoring regularly, you want me to do anything. If you want me to do dance, then also I'll dance. But these two things you should never miss. Prior missing, intimation, so that I will adjust your slot accordingly. For example, let's say you are having an emergency of going to your hometown. I will adjust on Thursday. I'll adjust your batch on Wednesday. Or for you alone, I'll take the mentorship. But you should not miss this at any cost. If you are missing it, then you are out. Are you getting this point, everyone? Third, Every Saturday is a test day. Generally, at Ekam, we declared Saturday as a test day. GS test would happen and optional test would happen along with it. You should compulsorily write these three tests, write the test on that particular Saturday itself. Any emergency, again, prior intimation. These three things, when you follow, then we are happy with your performance. Let you score less marks initially. That is not the issue. But making you to sit in this disciplined component is very important for us. 7 matlab sharp 7. I'll come by 6:55. Wait for 5 minutes and I'll start the lecture. 7 ka matlab 7. You should not share. Today it was raining heavily. People thought the geography optional orientation would be there or not, but I still came. I will come if floods are there, I'll swim and come. It is on you that are you going to come or not. These three things shall be very rigid. These three things shall not be missed. If in any case of emergency, if any class is missed, Saturday, Sunday, reserve day would be used. Generally, Saturday and Sunday, we would be initially asking students to revise. But in any case of emergency, we would be using it as a revise day also. Okay. Every day mentoring. It doesn't mean that you have to clarify your doubts during the mentoring itself. You can clarify it anytime. Post the class, pre-class, in the class, anywhere after the class, on the day of mentoring. And you can utilize, I would be sharing you my contact details once you enter into the lecture. Once you take the details, you would be given up with my contact number, my personal contact. And by using that personal contact, you can just ping me up, call me up, ask your doubts. You can take this flexibility. I will be giving that flexibility. You can call any time in the night to ask a doubt. That flexibility I'll provide, but I will be very rigid in this. Are you getting this point? And course duration would be 5 months for these blocks. 5 blocks, 5 months. You know, generally, this first block alone takes 2 months. Second block, month, because mostly factual information. This population and regional planning a month. Models, loss and theories perspectives a month. Somewhere around near closer if you are starting on September 2nd, September, October, November, December, January. Until end of January, you will finish this particular task for sure. Subjected to some 1 week or 10 days variation on dependency on holidays which you get in between. We have festivals a lot in this session. Despite festivals are not given much emphasis during this course of optional, but still in prior any exemption, max by February 10th, you would be finishing the task. 5 months is the deadline. Grace time is 10 days. Okay, everyone clear with this? And along with this, you would be provided with value added material. You will be value added material would be provided in three instances. First, you will be added in the Telegram group of geography optional. Every day I would be dropping the value added inputs in it wherever I would be finding. Point number one. Inputs. Point number two, institute shall give you hard copy regarding with certain elements of the geography optional, the content itself. And rest they would be sharing as soft copies. 50 percentage they would be giving you as hard copy, 50 percentage they would be sharing the soft copy with you. Okay, 100% hard copy dena is not that great, because people also see when we are teaching environment we have to be eco-friendly. So on that particular lines, people, to give that essence, they would give certain portion as hard copy, certain portion as soft copy, and separate mapping segments would be provided you within the group. So every day updates you would be getting in that particular Telegram channel group. Are you clear with this? And along with the test day, weekend test, we shall also be given with grand test. After certain blocks, once the block is finished, you shall be conducted with one grand test. And once the entire course is finished after 5 months, we won't leave your hand. You can come, write the test along with the next batches, sit, speak with us, make it correct, write some answers, show it to us. You have that flexibility until, see, I am not going to leave your hand at 5 months once the course is finished. I'll hold your hand until you crack this examination, and I'll leave your hand once you crack this examination. Believe me, have trust on me. You have to believe someone blindly to reach to your particular goal, and believe us, we would be catching your hand for sure. Once you crack, we will leave your hand. Hand hold approach would be there for sure. And one more point is, every day I shall be giving you some assignment task, some or the other assignment task. You have to finish those assignments and come. Are you getting this point? In case of any miss of assignment, you won't be mentored and you won't be allowed to the test for the next week. If you are ready to be that rigid, then only come and join geography optional. I don't need admissions. I need people who have dedication. మీకు అంత డెడికేషన్ ఉంది అంటేనే రండి, మళ్ళీ వచ్చాక ఇబ్బంది పడకండి, ఇప్పుడే చెప్తున్నా. బిఫోర్ కమింగ్ యూ థింక్ ఐ విల్ బి వెరీ రిజిడ్ ఇన్ దిస్. చెప్పే కదా, ఫ్లెక్సిబిలిటీ ఆల్సో ఐ విల్ బి గివింగ్. నాకు తెలిసి ఎక్కడ ఫ్లెక్సిబిలిటీ ఇవ్వాలి. 1 2 3 4 రిజిడ్, రిజిడ్ రిజిడ్, కంప్లీట్లీ రిజిడ్. డన్. అండ్ కోర్స్ డీటెయిల్స్లో ఇంకొక బ్యూటీ సార్, మీకు పాస్ట్ 10 years previous year questions answer blueprint would be given. Answer blueprint వస్తుంది పాస్ట్ 10 years. ఇది ఏ ఆప్షనల్లో లేనిది, మార్కెట్లో ఎక్కడా లేనిది. ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ ప్రెసెంట్ ఇన్ ఎనీ ఆప్షనల్ which is happening in and around Hyderabad. This particularly I have designed and I have written the answer for every question, and I have framed a structure of it. Why it is very essential? మీకు బ్లూ ప్రింట్ ఇస్తారు సార్, ప్రీవియస్ ఇయర్ క్వశ్చన్స్ ది బ్లూ ప్రింట్. యూ వుడ్ బి గివెన్ అప్ విత్ ద బ్లూ ప్రింట్. బ్లూ ప్రింట్ ఎందుకు ఇది ప్రయర్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ అంటున్నా అంటే, ఆప్షనల్లో క్వశ్చన్స్ రిపీట్ అవుతాయి. You shall be having repetition of questions in optional. So if I would be providing some, let's say 10 years of previous year questions ka blueprint, you will be in a framework of tracking and cracking the questions very effectively. So you will be given with this blueprint, but this blueprint you would be getting as a soft copy only. Prior subjection, only soft copy. You want, you can take the printout of it. Only soft copy you would be getting. I am not promising you hard copy here. You will be getting soft copy. You can download and take a print. Said now, like we are going in eco-friendly mode. We don't want to invest huge amount of paperwork here. So soft copy shall be provided. This is beauty. Beauty number 1 is this: morning 7 to 9:30. You have to come exactly by 7. You would be disciplined. Every day you have to attend mentoring. Every Saturday test. Blueprint would be provided, material would be provided, resources would be provided. But finally, it is on us both which, when correlated, will make the difference. If you are going to target 330 plus, it is both of our roles who have to be fulfilled, which has to be fulfilled. I will have 50% of role, you shall be having 50% of role. When both are equated, the 330 is easy. Are you getting this point? Have you understood the course details? Course details, everyone, everyone. Rigid is there, rigidity is there. I want you to do that Diksha like thing. Sit at one place and do Diksha for this UPSC preparation. That's why I'm maintaining the rigid complexity. And many people, they have cancelled their admissions too earlier because of this rigidity. मैंने बोला मुझे एडमिशंस की जरूरत नहीं है. I need people who have guts and dare, determination, dedication, discipline to win this race. Because if they are loosened or weakened, if I don't concentrate, and I shall be having daily tracking of attendance. Every day I would be getting messages, total strength, number of presentees and absentees. And absentees, if they are not prior informed, they will see first, second, third call and they will delete from the group. It means your admission has been cancelled. So before you come, just think, If you want to win the game, I have to be rigid. I can't be flexible enough here. Are you getting this point, everyone? Everyone. Now coming to the resources. Resources. There are high resources which we can use for a geography. But my suggestion is Physical Geography by Savindra Singh. Second, Indian Geography by Kuller. Human Geography by Majid Hussain are the three must buy books by aspirant in a phase manner. One, two, three. In this sequel, they have to buy. Apart from this, we have additional resources. Geomorphology by Savindra Singh. Climatology by Savindra Singh. Oceanography by Savindra Singh. Environmental Geography by Savindra Singh. You have some specific deeper knowledge books. And apart from that, you have Geographical Thought by Majid Hussain. है ना? Models, Laws and Theories by Majid Hussain. Sudipti Adhikari, Perspectives of Human Geography book. Clear? So these resources, I felt like it is a time consuming process for aspirants. So this I have already read and I have made pulp out of it. I'll give you that pulp directly. You at least read that pulp effectively. है ना? मार्केट में लाइक इतने सारे बुक पढ़ने में ज्योग्राफी फैकल्टी बन जाते हैं. So these additional resources I have given you, just that market blames me. Why you did not say the exact resource to the aspirants when you already know what is the hidden agenda? Are you getting this point? Market blames me. That's why I have given you. And many people comment that faculty doesn't know what is geomorphology by Savindra Singh. That's why you have just written physical geography by Savindra Singh. These components are there in this book. So I want you to read this book. These value additions which are there in this book, I will provide you. Why to waste of by wasting your money and wasting your time reading these books? However, this geomorphology is covered here 70 to 80%. Rest 20%, right? I would be giving you that 20%. So don't buy these additional books unless and until you want to fill your library. Otherwise, just follow the class notes, reference book, and the institute material. What you have to do is first you have to read the class notes in the revision context, then institute material, then Savindra Singh. Done. Game is done. 3 revisions. For every chapter you have to do. Entire 20 chapters are covered in these particular books. So I suggest you only to refer to these 3 books and buy these 3 books. I don't want to make you buy these books and waste your time, because finally it is the 200-word answer you have to manage. And I am going to help you the 200-word answer. What is right, what is wrong. So again, buying this book gives you a hectic. When you have already hectic in other general studies, time is very less. You have to read newspaper, monthly magazine and all. So you will find it difficulty. That's why I have written the resources, but these, they are not essential that you buy it. If you want to fill your library, then just buy these particular books. And Oxford Student Atlas and Orient Black Swan are essential. And every month, Yojana and Kurukshetra magazines along with Down to Earth has to be read. you have to be aware with the current affairs, right? What is happening in the world regarding with the environmental context. Standard book. Thank you for responding to my question. Among these, which are the effective and which to study compulsory? Compulsory money 1, 2, 3, and rest value addition. Rest value addition. Okay. These three are must. 1, 2, 3, which covers the 20 chapters. Least value addition. These three are must read, which covers the 20 chapters for sure. And for this, you have to value add. Is this clear, money? People who are sitting live, any other doubts which you have? Any other doubts? Clear. And our main target with geography is to make people crack the exam with flying colors. You know, so that's why I will also give inputs along with geography. GS में भी थोड़ा inputs देता रहता हूँ. उसमें like you would be taking the inputs and you would be preparing it on your own. Are you getting this point? Course detail समझ में आया? 5 months, maximum 5, 10 days grace time. 10 days grace time. Syllabus you have understood, resources, course details, significance of geography, and my experience. If I want to comment fake experience, I can take it as 20, but exact experience it is 12. I have finished 13 years of experience, and I have given 23 civil servants to the nation until the last 10 years, 10 to 12 years. 23 people I have given to the nation with geography as optional. I might fake the figure also if I wanted to do, but 23 is the exact figure. If you want to fake me, I can give you some 200-300 है ना, list photo डालना है बस. 23 is the exact figure. Yeah, with geography optional. People who took guidance under me regarding with geography optional, they have took it. No, I am a freelancer, so obviously I have ability to teach all over India. I teach in Delhi, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Chennai, now added with Pune. You would be asking me, sir, how you would be managing the things. Friday night, I'll take a flight to Bangalore. Saturday, I'll be having classes. Sunday, I'll be having classes. Sunday night, I will be taking flight back to Hyderabad. And Monday morning, I'll be returning back to the class. This is a common thing which I am doing since the past 6 years at least. So but there what they do is in Saturday and Sunday they would be giving me long sessions, 3 hour slot of 3 1 hour break, 3 1 hour break, so I could finish 20 hours in that weekend. So coming to 1 month end, I can finish that 80 to 90 hours of the geography general studies slots. But optional, it is exclusive to this Ekam IAS Academy. I don't teach optional anywhere else in India, only at Ekam. GSI teach all across India because I don't want to limit my knowledge exclusively to one stigmatic Hyderabad. I have a goal of creating education revolution. And I have my Telegram channel even. You can join to that to get the geography updates. Vijay's Geography dash UPSC CSC General Studies. This is the channel name. You would be getting valuable updates wherever I feel like I can share the info. It's the mode of communication. Clear? That is where I can help you out. People who are live, any doubts further you have? Any doubts which you have? Clear? Clear? Any other doubts, people who are live? So from tomorrow, September 2nd, we are going to start. For further details, you can contact the front desk or the given numbers at the video. Done? Thank you for being patient and watching this lecture until last. So we shall meet soon to crack UPSC. I welcome all students who are taking geography as optional and who are taking the rest of the optionals also. Please make sure that you be consistent in your preparation, whatever optional you might take. But don't miss preparation in UPSC with any optional. Be consistent rather than intensity, focus on progress. This is what my suggestion is. Thank you for watching this. Have an awesome day. Jai Hind.